Welcome to the Wrestling Stable Show, where you don't join, you're chosen. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020. On today's show, we will catch you up on nights 3 and 4 of the New Japan Cup 2020 from New Japan Pro Wrestling. These events happened yesterday and today. Reminder that in this year's New Japan Cup, we have heavyweights and junior heavyweights battling it out for a chance at earning a double championship match against the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion, the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuo Naito. The winner faces the champion Sunday, July 12th at Dominion for double gold. Day 3 started off with a multi-man match. Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, Doko, and Kanemaru versus Yuji Nagata, Gabriel Kidd, Yuya Uemura, and Yota Tsuchi. Tsuchi looks really sharp in the ring, but I believe that Uemura is the breakout star of this draft class. Kidd has more experience than the others from his time in the UK, but Uemura has that it factor. He's oozing with charisma. El Desperado hit Pinche Loco on Tsuchi for the 1, 2, 3. The New Japan Cup continued with Cold Skull Sanada versus Ryosuke Taguchi. This is their first ever meeting. This is Taguchi's third entry and second consecutive. Sanada is making his fourth entry and fourth in a row. There was some really funny sportsmanship in this match. They bumped fists and grabbed each other's legs one at a time. Taguchi got Sanada in his own Paradise Lock, but then Sanada showed him how it was really done. After a few near falls from roll-ups by Taguchi, he went for the hip attack, but Sanada countered into an atomic drop. Sanada performed an Okada roll with an extra bridge to pin Taguchi for the 1, 2, 3. The first round of the New Japan Cup continued as Roppongi 3K member and one half of the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions Show faced 1/3 of the never openweight six-man champions and the never openweight champion, the Dragon, Shingo Takagi. Both men are making their New Japan Cup debuts. Show kicks off this match, and he is not scared, and he brings a fight to Shingo. But Shingo is not a man to mess with. In this match, he beats Show down along ringside and even DDTs him on the ringside mat. Back in the ring, Show continued to show that he's not one to be taken lightly, even in singles competition. He hit 2 belly-to-back suplexes in a row before Shingo was able to grab the ropes and then drop Show with a lariat. Show hit an incredible powerbomb into double knees, but it took almost as much out of Show, and he could not take advantage. Strong style was alive and well in this match as the punches and lariats echoed throughout the arena. Show hit back-to-back straight jacket pile drivers for the 1, 2, 3. What a huge upset. Not only does Show advance to the next round, but he has now more than likely due a shot at Shingo's never openweight title. Next, we had the first half of the double main events that featured the Golden Aces, the IWGP Tag Team Champions, facing the Dangerous Tekkers from Suzuki-gun in individual matches in the first round of the New Japan Cup. First was the submission specialist, Mr. Just Tap Out, Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Golden Star, one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions, Kota Ibushi. Zack won it all in 2018, and Bushi won it all in 2015. This match, of course, showcased amateur wrestling at a very high level and a feeling out process in the beginning minutes of the match. Kota's standing moonsault is a thing of beauty. ZSJ seems to know every submission maneuver. We saw a figure 4 using the ropes to add extra leverage against Kota's legs. Zack could have had this on for only for 5 seconds before the break, but he'll take any shortcut and any advantage that he can in a matchup. Bushi is another man who delivers a strong lariat to his opponents. Zack reversed almost every offensive maneuver into a submission, and he is a master of using his whole body weight to inflict more damage onto his opponent. Bushi kept fighting back, though, as he usually does, and nailed Zack with a Kamigoye for the 1-2-3. The main event of night 3 of the New Japan Cup saw one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, face off against Taichi. We basically got an entire performance from Taichi as he took his time coming out of the corner and had plenty of time in the ring for his entrance. Taichi did get down to business, though, when Tanahashi came out, as he powerbombed the Ace from the top rope, interrupting Tanahashi's traditional middle rope pose. Tanahashi still had his entrance coat on, and he was powerbombed with the IWGP Tag title still strapped to his waist, adding more damage to his back and spine. Tanahashi is not one to back down from a fight, so he allowed the bell to ring and rolled out of the ring. Before Tanahashi could even regroup, fellow Suzuki-gun member of Taichi, Doki, interfered and jumped the steel barrier and attacked Tanahashi. The referee was able to back up Doki, but Taichi continued the attack by choking out the Ace on the outside with a cable. Tanahashi eventually was able to start fighting back, and the two made their way out of the ring. Doki did not leave the ringside and continued to be a distraction. So I'm having trouble with his name today. Taichi drove Tanahashi into the wooden bleachers and then used a steel chair to continue the beat down of Tanahashi. And the two eventually made it back to the ring, and Tanahashi was able to mount a comeback with a somersault from the middle rope. Taichi showed that he doesn't need to break the rules to go toe-to-toe with a legend like that, even though he tends to break the rules as much as he possibly can. And Tanahashi was able to hit back and fight back and hit back-to-back twists and shouts. He had a high-fly flow on the standing Taichi, but did not hit it perfectly. So he ran to the corner, but Doki got up to the apron and stopped him. After a low blow behind the referee's back, Taichi rolled up Tanahashi for a long 2. Taichi continued the attack on Tanahashi and signaled for victory as he ripped off his long pants. He landed a super kick and then a Black Mephisto for the 1-2-3. Taichi limped out after the bell to confront Kota Ibushi limped out after the bell to confront Taichi. That was definitely one of my questions. Why was the Aces tag team partner not out there? But did a great job of selling that match and all that damage from Zack Sabre Jr. Doki came into the ring again and helped Taichi double team the Golden Aces. They hit both Ibushi and Tanahashi in the head with the IWGP Tag Team Championships. They stacked Ibushi on top of Tanahashi, and Taichi put his foot over the laid-out Tag Team Champions. Next Wednesday, July 1st, Taichi will face Kota Ibushi in the second round of the New Japan Cup. Now, this could have went a couple of different ways. We could have had the Golden Aces go against each other, or we could have had the Dangerous Techers face each other one-on-one. So it's good to see that they're mixing it up here a little bit. Also, Sonata will face Sho. Now, we're going to continue with our New Japan Cup coverage from night 4. Now, night 4, we'll have Hiroshi Tenzan face Yoshihashi, Yo face Bushi, Kojima face Evil, and Hiroki Goto face Yujiro Takahashi. Now, night 4, the New Japan Cup started out with Bushi versus Roppongi 3K member and one half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions, Yo. The other half of the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, Sho, was able to get the big upset against Bushi's stablemate, Shingo Takagi. So the main question would be if Yo would be able to get a big singles victory himself. Both men were making their New Japan Cup debut. Bushi showed how many ways you can work double knees into a match, hitting a backstabber and a few versions of a code breaker, including the MX, the double knees while jumping off of the top rope toward a standing Yo for the 1-2-3. Like I said before, it stinks to see Bushi have to take so many falls in these LIJ multi-man matches. So right here, to get this win, it's great to see that singles win and kind of get some retribution from some of those multi-man falls that he has to take. The next match saw Yoshihashi face Hiroyoshi Tenzan in opening round action of the New Japan Cup. This is Tenzan's 10th entry and Yoshihashi's 7th. This was a little slower pace than some of the first round matches, but still good. Yoshihashi got the submission victory with the butterfly lock. Sho, Toru Yano, Tomohiro Ishii, and the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, faced up against the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Hiromu Takahashi, who came out of the curtain looking scared and stayed on the entrance ramp until he had his LIJ teammates come out to have his back. He was joined in this match by Shingo Takagi, or Takagi 2 belts, Sonata, and the IWGP Intercontinental and IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Tetsuo Naito. Hiromu is such a character. I remember during all these Together series, especially the interview between him and Naito, we obviously didn't know when things were going to get back, but Hiromu, the junior champion, was supposed to face Naito at the 48th anniversary special. So they had to build up, they talked about their history, how that match was 10 years in the making, and he was tons of fun, as he usually is. So it's always good to see him out there, and especially adding in Yano is just must-see TV. Yano at one point took out an electric razor from his trunks and threatened to shave Hiromu's hair, his long flowing hair. We saw Shingo take out his anger on Sho for upsetting him the night before. When Shingo and Ishii were both in the ring, they went and both got hot tags to Okada and Naito, respectively, for them to rekindle their feud from Wrestle Kingdom. Later in the match, Yano took out a second hair clipper from his trunks and chased away Hiromu. The match completely broke down as Hiromu and Yano got counted out of the ring because they took so long. They went to not necessarily the lobby area, but they went up the stairs in kind of that back area where the concession stands would be. And Yano scoop slammed Hiromu onto the concrete. And then once Hiromu was down on the concrete, he found tape and taped Hiromu's feet together. So Hiromu was eventually able to kind of hop away and escape Yano and not get his head shaved. And Shingo and Naito showed up and carried Hiromu back to safety. So we saw everyone kind of go to the back there, and we had an intermission. After the intermission, we saw the Tokyo Pimp, Yujiro Takahashi, accompanied to the ring by fellow Bullet Club member Jado, versus Hiroki Goto. Goto won it all in 2009, 2010, and 2012. At one point in this match, Goto ripped Yujiro into the corner and then immediately followed up by chasing after him and hitting a spinning heel kick onto Yujiro. This was an awesome spot. Jado got up on the ring apron to distract the referee. Yujiro grabbed a pimp cane and tried to hit Goto with it while the referee was still distracted. But Goto stopped him and then sent Yujiro into Jado. Then Goto hit the GTR for the 1, 2, 3. The main event of night 4 was Evil versus the former two-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Satoshi Kojima. We saw the famous Kojima corner slaps and a DDT onto Evil on the ring apron. Late in the match, Kojima went for the lariat, but Evil threw the referee in the way. Then he picked up Kojima in a suplex and dropped his feet over the shoulders of the referee. Then he used that support to assist him in hitting a magic killer on Kojima. Kojima eventually hit that lariat that rolled Evil all the way into the air, but Evil was able to fight back and hit Everything is Evil for the 1, 2, 3. Tomorrow, in the second round of the New Japan Cup, we will see Kazuchika Okada versus Yuji Nagata, Togi Makabe versus Tomohiro Ishii, Toru Yano versus Hiromu Takahashi. And based on what they did tonight, really, really looking forward to that. It's going to be a super fun match. We'll see how many shavers Yano brings out tomorrow. And then finally, Taiji Ishimori, versus Kanemaru. And that's our show for today. Thanks for checking out Wrestling Stable, where you don't join, you're chosen. See you tomorrow.